Hello, everyone. Welcome to Generation Grub, where we talk and debate about any and all things food. This is episode 2. Hope you enjoyed episode 1, which was Battle Sweet, but today it is time for salty.
All right.
Because we are talking about pizza. Pizza, baby. Everyone's favorite food. So we have questions and we have arguments today. Let's get to the bottom of some of the most heated questions about pizza.
Okay, let's do it.
Today's episode is brought to you by not a damn nobody. But if you're interested, holla back at your girl. All right, let's get the questions. Let's get this started.
What's that?
That's my other notes, sweet.
Okay.
But if you want to talk, don't forget, grab me. All right, guys. So first question. If you have something to say, sweet or spicy, let it be heard. Should pineapple be on pizza? Who wants to go first?
I'm going to be very nice because I personally hate pineapple on pizza. I don't feel like, it's necessary. However, whatever floats your boat, That's the whole point of pizza. There's like endless toppings. So if you want to put pineapple, if you want to put a shoelace, whatever the heck you want to put, it goes. It belongs on a pizza. That's the whole point of pizza. Endless toppings.
So you're all about free choice. But we're talking about pizza. Glow, what do you have to say about pineapple?
All right. I love pineapple as a fruit in general. It's one of my favorite fruits.
Preach, sister.
I eat it almost every day. I could.
Oh, okay.
Now, you asked me if I wanted on my pizza. So, here's what I'm going to like. I'm going to give you scenarios. If it came down to you're asking me, hey, you're down for pizza today? Yeah, let's go grab some pizza. And I'm going to build my own pizza. I'm not going to put pineapple on my pizza. No. But if you tell me, Glow, we got pizza. You hungry?
There's pineapples in them.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
So
do
you
it.
wouldn't, you wouldn't pick the pineapples off the pizza? Because I would. Even if it's offered to me, I'm flicking the pineapple right off.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's wasteful.
It's wasteful, and you know how I feel about wasting food. I also think this is the one time, how I don't really do sweet and spicy.
Sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory, right? I'm like savory all the way. But that would be the one occasion where I don't hate the sweetness that comes from the pineapple.
Mm.
So, it's the same kind of like for tacos al pastor. I know, different episode. I know we're talking about pizza, but tacos al pastor, right? It has pineapple. We know Team Sweet hates the pineapple on the tacos al pastor, but here I go again. I don't mind having a little grilled pineapple in my taco al pastor. So similar to the Hawaiian pizza with the ham, I think it complements it. So I don't hate it. It's not going to be my number one topping for myself, but I will eat it if it's there.
And here I am in the middle. Let me tell you, if I'm building a pizza, I'll tell you right now, pineapple's going to be on a top 3 topping.
Really?
She ain't lying.
I'm not lying. I love mushroom. That's my savory topping. Then I put jalapenos as my spicy topping.
The mushroom's not savory.
What is it?
It's just a veggie.
But it's not sweet.
It's not going to be sweet. It's the topping, but it's not going to give you any flavor.
Oh, I love the flavor.
I mean, yes. Mushroom flavor. Correct. But I'm thinking, I know you don't like your meat either. See, I know one of my main toppings is pepperoni.
I don't do meat on my pizza. I don't do meat in the bedroom. Glow. I'm sorry to say. Back to my favorite pizza.
TMI.
Back to my favorite pizza. mushrooms, jalapenos, and pineapple. That is my favorite pie. Pineapples, all in one. If I can get a 3-topping pizza at Pizza Hut, it's pineapple, mushroom, jalapeno. No meat for me. So yes, pineapple does belong on a pizza. And I don't think it's wrong if you put it on. It's not like, gosh, people, there are bigger things to be angry about than pineapple on a pizza. It's a piece of bread. You can put anything you want on a pizza.
I also think pineapple and cheese also go together because we're talking about like a charcuterie board, right?
Oh.
You're going to have your fruits with cheese and meat. So I think it does go. I think, it should be a topping for sure for pizza.
I think the people who have real issues with this have a lot of issues with many things in life. And those people are just set in their ways and they feel like something should be this and they're not open or flexible to try new things.
Don't push your agenda on me. I don't like pineapple on my pizza, but you are more than welcome to enjoy it on yours.
Wow. I felt like I'm on Fox News or something.
I did feel, though, you were talking about your wife.
I wasn't talking about her,
Oh.
but you see how guilty she felt it was about her? It wasn't about her.
We know she's particular with her eating, with her foods that she likes.
Thought you were talking about something else.
Oh.
I think maybe the reason why you enjoy pineapple on your pizza so much is because if you know Filipino cuisine, this is something I learned very early on. Recipes, dishes that are supposed to be like savory and salty are somehow sweet, like spaghetti. They put sugar in the spaghetti. And then like the desserts that you expect to be sweet are not sweet at all.
Very interesting.
So maybe that is why you enjoy it so much.
I'm glad you brought up the greatest cuisine in the world, Filipino food. And yes, we do make our savory dishes sweet and our sweet dishes not so sweet.
Filipinos flip it up.
Wow, Glow. All right, so
That was
at
one
the
of
end
your AOL emails, no?
why are you telling people my aim? And I still use it. I created it in 2003 and it is still part of my life.
I remember.
Wow. Well, guys, it's safe to say at least Crixley, the one who doesn't like the pineapple, still said, if you want to do it, go right ahead. She's not going to be mad at you. She is going to be mad if that pineapple, though, ended up on her slice.
Heck yeah. I'll be very upset. The residue alone will be like, ugh.
I'm curious to know who was the first person that introduced pineapple on pizza, though.
Had to be in Hawaiian, right? Pacific Islander?
You think?
I think, is it because it was Hawaiian pizza? Watch it be an American from Minnesota. It wasn't even a Hawaiian. They're like, pineapple, that must be from Hawaii. And some guy named Jeff in Minnesota made it. Who knows? If you guys know, let us know. Next question. It's all about pizza today.
Okay.
Here, this one is like, I guess this is more for New York slices or thinner slices because you can't fold every slice. So let's talk about a New York slice, a thin slice. To fold or not to fold? And I'm telling you right now, this whole table ain't eating pizza with a fork and knife. You can get out of my face if you do that. That is super pretentious. I don't do the fork and knife, but we're here to ask, fold or no fold? Sweet?
I think you mentioned that New York style pizza, right? So my answer was going to be, let the pizza tell you what to do. I do believe you can force a fold on every pizza, but it is forcing it. So I think that the pizza needs to tell you if you're going to fold it or not.
If it's a New York pizza.
Mostly, New York pizza, you have to fold. I mean, it folds itself. It's just like, that's how it just develops into your mouth. It folds itself.
It does not fold itself,
I think
sweet.
it does. As soon as you're like grabbing it to bring it to your mouth, it like folds already on its own.
I've seen people leave it on the paper plate and then just eat it as it goes. You don't have to fold. Now,
So
I am
like,
team fold.
Do this.
They just go, yeah. They just eat
Who
it.
eats like that?
People on. Well, let's talk to the resident 10-year New Yorker and hear her thoughts.
So in New York, you know that there's a lot. You're walking, you're talking, you're speed walking, you're eating. So it's a lot of on the go. You're pressed for time. I remember folding the pizza because, my hand is busy either with a beverage or my phone. I don't know where where I'm going next. I got to look for directions. And also, your girl does all the toppings with the red pepper flakes, some little oregano. And I don't want my pepper flakes to fall off my pizza because I put a specific amount for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if I can get it in one bite, I'm going to fold it.
What do you mean one bite?
Like when I fold it, I can open my mouth super wide to have one bite of pizza.
Okay.
I do think, though, folding only lends to a pizza with maximum one topping. I think if you go with more, like a veggie supreme, it's too heavy.
That's what I'm saying. The pizza tells you if you're going to fold it or not. It kind of naturally does it. And if you have too many toppings, it kind of flops down and you have to eat it a different way.
I agree with sweet. Let the pizza tell you how it wants to be eaten. Correct. With a 1, maybe 2 topping pepperoni jalapeno, I can still fold it. But tell me a supreme, no, baby. You gotta just stand up.
Take your time.
You gotta go find a bench, eat by the pigeons, and eat it calmly.
I feel like the theme of this episode is like just let the universe decide. It's a choice. Like, let it happen, baby. Let it be organic.
Free,
yeah.
We're free, baby.
Let it be organic.
All right. Well, that was pretty. I don't think that's a high debated question, but I guess we're not from New York.
I think
the biggest debate was the fork.
Yeah.
The fork and knife.
Yeah.
And you can
That's
stick
a no.
that fork
That's a
and
no.
knife. That's a no.
Did you girls ever try artichoke pizza? Okay, that's
a
when you cannot
thick one.
fold. Correct. You cannot
Artichoke
fold
pizza.
artichoke pizza.
The famous New York artichokes, like $8 slices my mom got us. It's super thick. And I feel like I
So
did
good.
have to eat with a fork and knife for that one. It's pretty thick.
No, you don't need
No?
to, but you need to sit down. Yeah, because it's a heavy bad boy, and it's delicious.
It is a really good pizza. If you have never been and you go to New York City, that artichoke pizza, it's not like any other slice in New York. So you definitely got to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, and I know this is a favorite for sweet, ranch. Does it belong in pizza? Should you be dipping that crust? And does that mean that crust sucks because you have to dip it in sauce? Sweet?
The only way to eat the crust is to dip that bad boy in ranch, okay? Even if it's a good crust, which you can eat by itself, it's only enhancing it, Like, how can you go wrong with ranch? It's so good. It complements the pizza. At least my pizza, because I order pepperoni and cheese. That's it.
Just the crust, or you dip the pizza too?
If I'm feeling a little frisky, I do the whole thing. But, normally just my crust.
Spicy?
So it's not going to be something I'm looking for either, but I'm a saucy girl, and of course I love all my dips. So if you tell me here's an extra container of ranch and I'm eating kind of like, and I also don't eat sauce for my crust, I'll just eat it like a breadstick. But I like a marinara sauce for that too, or like we did last time, we had some bruschetta. That was bomb too. I don't eat the ranch though.
I've been with Quixley for almost 17 years, and I can tell you, over 10 of those years, I said, "What are you doing?" And I would not dip my pizza. I would not dip the crust. I didn't even like ranch. And I have noticed, I don't know if it's with age, that my palate has accepted the flavor of ranch. Because I was a blue cheese girl.
Blue cheese all the way, correct. But I do love ranch too. And I can tell you, definitely pepperoni and ranch. That flavor combo is delicious.
But yeah, I was a blue cheese girl. I don't know what, one day I said, let me dip my damn pizza on this ranch. I don't know. I think I was missing either I didn't get the marinara that day, or my second option, because I'm a lover, barbecue sauce.
See,
Barbecue sauce is my number 2 dipper.
See, I think that like you like to do marinara, and the thing with that for me is like a lot of pizzas are very acidic with the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if I add marinara, it's just adding to like Heartburn City. And I always feel like more than likely, almost every pizza's crust is not always good. You know what I mean? Like it takes like a good pizza to have a good crust that you can just eat by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm always safe with the ranch. The ranch will cut the acidity and the fat of like my pepperoni, and I can't go wrong with it. You know?
But
She loves ranch though, and ranch is really good. Yes. What I was gonna say, I will definitely choose ranch over BBQ though.
yeah, I have a
It's the Filipino again. In
my
here.
my sweetness
Sweet.
again.
Mhm.
However, I'm going a little off topic, but it just reminded me of Milan.
Mhm.
That piz sauce
Mhm.
is the ultimate crust dipper.
Oh yeah,
That piz sauce,
with the Calabrian
it was
chilies.
Calabrian chilies. It was in this oil, and I think that
Mm.
trumps everything, including ranch. Do you agree?
I would agree. Sure.
Glow will speak so highly of that sauce. I wish they shipped it to us, but how much do you love it, Glow?
110%. I love it. I love that Piz sauce. I love Piz. I love the people. I love that fucking sauce. It was so good.
Next question, guys. If you're from Chicago and you're listening right now, I'm sorry.
Oh Lord.
Deep dish pizza. Is it a pizza or is it a casserole? Who would like to go first with their? Okay.
She feels
I'm
very,
very passionate about this question because I've tried it, I would say 2 times in my life.
Never in Chicago.
Never in Chicago, but both times I have been like, not even just upset, like enraged at what I put in my mouth. Like, I'm just like, what the F is this? Okay? This is not something that people should pay money to order. It is like a pie. It's like a pizza pie. It's not even a
That's
casserole.
what
It's like, well, you know, like a, yeah, you know what I mean? Like an apple pie, but like made of pizza. It's lasagna,
That's
pie, casserole, all in one. It's not good. Not good.
What's the difference between a hot pocket then?
I would say the ratio. I think the ratio on a Chicago style pizza is way off. Way off. I don't know how they came about this pizza. I think this pizza was definitely an error, and they just went with it. They went with it, and they're like, yeah, this is our pizza now. We love it. Okay, go ahead and keep that pizza.
Spicy?
Our people from Chi-Town, please, please know that we are lovers of food, and I will not knock down a deep dish pizza. And I think I have yet to also visit Chicago, so I think I cannot really say whether I love it or not until I try it in Chicago. But you know, also the deep dish, you do need a fork and a knife there, right? Like it is, I think, like you said, kind of like a more of a casserole. You're kind of like your shepherd's pie, right? You need to really like get in there. It also comes across to me very saucy, and again, I am the saucy girl, but I think the cheese and the sauce, all of that just creates a big ass sauce, and I want more of the dough. You know, I think I need to sop so much of that sauce with a good crust, and I think it also I'm missing more of that crust.
So I said the ratios are off. I think they made a mistake when they invented this in the kitchen. Maybe they didn't have enough dough, and then said, "Oh, here we go. This is our pizza. We're making it a thing. I think it came about as a mistake. It had to have been.
I think it was created on a cold Chicago winter night. And they needed something to stick to their
windy
ribs.
day.
Windy Chicago winter. And they said, we need a little thicker.
Regular people, just have soup, but...
Chicago people, you are regular. Don't listen to her. She's just so angry about this deep dish. I do think I can appreciate... The question is it a pizza or a casserole? I will say, I believe it's a casserole. I don't think it should be called pizza. Now, if you want to call it pizza casserole, then I'll let it slide. But
It's
the
like a
thickness...
lasagna?
It's not layered like a lasagna because lasagna has multiple pasta layers. I think it's a pizza casserole. I can see your point that it is a saucy pizza, but then what happens is at the bottom of the crust it gets soggy. And the crust on the edges is nice. It's like a butter crust and that's crispy. But that bottom,
it gets lost.
It gets lost, and God forbid you put...
It gets lost in the sauce.
Ooh. God forbid you put more than one or two toppings. It gets so heavy. But they do reverse it sweet. They put the cheese at the bottom and then the sauce on top. And I think that's what your issue is.
Woo! Just wrong.
I want someone in Chicago, a restaurant, to change her mind.
Listen, it'll be the last time I have that pizza. I will try it in Chicago, but that will be the last time, and I might throw the pie if I hate it.
Where are you throwing the pie?
To the trash can.
We're definitely not eating with you in Chicago.
We went to a restaurant here. It was supposed to be like the
Giordano's.
good Chicago style pizza, and we didn't even. I don't remember finishing my slice, and we left it. We didn't take it home. We hated it that much.
Gosh, don't put we in this.
You're
sinking on your own ship. You're sinking on your own ship on this.
You hated it too.
I'm on my own ship. So.
I will say it's filling. It makes you full. Like one slice and you're like, gosh, I feel like I ate a brick, which I think again lends to someone created this in a cold Chicago winter.
But then why wouldn't they I love Detroit style pizza. That's thick, good for a cold winter's day.
Detroit, yes.
Nothing like a Chicago style pizza.
It comes down to the crust at the end of the day. Really. And I think also, unless you're having a big ass slice of pizza, I think the other fun part of eating pizza is hey, I can go for another slice.
Yes. True that.
Especially when there's so many unlimited toppings. Yeah, I want to try a variety of slices.
Do they must have regular pizza in Chicago, right? Not just deep dish.
No,
I'm
it's their
that'd be
signature.
sad. They can't ever enjoy it on the go. They gotta use a fork every time.
On top of the weather, you have to deal with the pizza you guys created. Real depression going on in Chicago.
My God, you have to pay me to live there.
Maybe, I want to say that maybe that's why they did create the deep dish. Because, yeah, you're right. Why not just have soup? But how about if I really want pizza, but I want to stay warm?
Lasagna? I don't know.
It's not a lasagna!
Yeah, lasagna has its own
pot pie
corner.
Pot pie. Pizza pot pie.
It's a pizza pot pie. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a few more questions. Let's just see where this party takes us.
That was very...
Fast food pizza.
It was very deep.
Someone was very...
Deep dish.
Deep about the deep dish.
Uh-huh.
Fast food pizza, guys. Who's the reigning king? Fast food pizza.
See, I used to love Pizza Hut growing up. Pizza Hut was the one that we would go to often. And then in New York, when I didn't eat it on the streets and we were stuck in the blizzard, we would order Domino's. So...
You have become a Domino girl.
I've become a Domino's girl. Yeah. And also, Pizza Hut didn't have a lot of delivery hubs, so unfortunately it was Domino's that was available.
I was definitely a Pizza Hut girl growing up when they had their buffets.
Pizza Hut crust. you can immediately taste the difference in the pizza.
That pan
crust.
pizza.
But I will say, as a kid, that pan pizza was legit. I wanted to spell every damn word on that spelling test to get that coupon in elementary school. However, I will say, and Crixley agrees with me, they have changed that recipe. It is not the same pan pizza of the 80s and the 90s. So, although still good, I don't know if they're watching our waistlines, but that pan pizza don't taste the same. Sweet.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. I agree with Pizza Hut being the like top for on the go delivery chains. And then second is Domino's for sure.
Even with the crust change?
Yeah, even with the crust change, I still like Pizza Hut as the top. Again, for me, it's the ratio. I think they get the ratio good. Like, it's not too saucy, like, has the right amount of cheese, and, you know, the toppings are good. And plus, they got that, what is it, Wingstop? They got that Wingstop boneless honey barbecue wings I love.
Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wing Street?
I actually haven't had Pizza Hut in a while. I think maybe the last time is when you guys ordered it. But as a kid, I would say Pizza Hut all the time. I wanted it.
Notice how we didn't even mention PJ in this conversation and their hockey puck of a crust.
Oh. I think
they've improved, but growing up, Papa John's crust
could break your
was
tooth.
dry as your mama's coochie. Like,
you know who else has improved though? Only because you girls made me appreciate it. What am I gonna say?
Little Caesars.
I was so shocked. I remember Little Caesars not being at the top of their game. Like it was sort of kind of like, and they always wanted you to like a pickup. They wanted you to go pick it up, right? What's that?
Yeah,
carry out.
Carry out.
They always did carry out, and maybe that's why it wasn't one of our options growing up. But I remember it also wasn't. It almost tasted like an elevated version of a school pizza.
Ooh, but that's school pizza though.
But then, as of recent, the girls were like getting Little Caesars frequently, and I'm like, you know, they treated me, and I was like, ooh, this Little Caesars has stepped up their game. Yeah, I actually like Little Caesars too.
The hot and ready pizza, nothing like it.
Nothing like it. $5.50 or what is it?
Heck
Inflation prices have gone up, but still cheap for a pie to feed a family of 4. There's good things to say about Little Caesars. You know, he paid Rosa Parks rent from like good 10 plus years.
Really? Oh my God, that's amazing.
Glow's gonna go down the rabbit hole tonight and find out more about that.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for enjoying episode pizza with us today. Episode pizza. And to be honest, all the pizzas we talked about,
and
you
pie.
can't go wrong.
She meant pizza
and the
pie.
casserole we had in 10 minutes ago.
Will you eat your pizza with soda, water, or juice?
Oh.
Soda.
I thought.
Is that a question
did
mark
you throw
or
your
a
milk in there?
Oh no, that's not.
Little kids always eat food with milk.
Nelly?
And Nelly.
You need a good cold ass soda with your pizza. Absolutely.
There's no debate on that. That's not a question. You need to have soda with your pizza. But we are the Grub Girls, and thank you for joining Generation Grub. Until next week,
Stay spicy.
stay salty.
And stay sweet.
Bye, guys.